Welcome back to the Cyberpunk Podcast. I'm your host, Lucas Wright, and today's episode is going to be a deeper dive into my top three cars and why they're my top three. Thanks for tuning in. This episode, again, I'm going to cover my top three and why they're my top three, because last episode, I only briefly touched up on why they're my top three. And this episode, I just want to dive deeper into that. So, you know what? We're just going to get straight into it. So, at number one, I have the Rayfield Erendite Guinevere. And the reason this car sits to my number one is it's the most expensive in the game. And it makes me personally feel the most powerful in the game, just driving it. Because most expensive, you have to be level 50 in your reputation, which that's the max level of reputation you can have. So it really makes you work for it if you want to have it just in general. And then the driving aspect of it, speed, sound, drives really smooth. For it to be such a long car, its speed is actually really good. It's actually in the top 10, I'm pretty sure. Definitely in the top 20 cars, speed-wise, just because it could do over 180 miles per hour, which is actually really fast for Cyberpunk. The only car that can do faster than that is the Rayfield Caliburn, which I think that can do like 200, a little bit over, possibly 220 if you're going downhill. But looks, again, I love just putting it in all black, and it just makes it feel like the Batmobile in my eyes, because you have this long fancy car that's blacked out, and you can also turn off the headlights, so it really makes you kind of feel in that Batman state, at least in my personal opinion. That's why I like it so much. Again, that's why it's number one. But yeah, and that's the reason I have it at number one. And now, just again, dive straight into it. My number two is the Thrax 388 Jefferson. Over the last episode, between that time span, I was able to determine which one I liked more, that one or the MCT, and I determined I like the Jefferson more. But it really is a close race between those two. I like those cars a lot. Neither of them can beat the Rayfield, though. Rayfield's unbeatable in my eyes. The Caliburn Mordridge also holds a close second to it. It's another Rayfield, but that one's, you have to unlock it doing a special mission. Maybe I'll touch up on that one in the future. But the reason the Thrax is above the MZT is I just like its build more. I like the big bulkiness of it, and it really moves things out of your way. Like, nothing's in your way, you're in everything else's way. Like, things have to move around you when it comes to driving this car, because its speed is actually surprising for it to be one of the heaviest cars in street weight in Cyberpunk. And the headlight on the one side, the grille also on the one side, makes it really noticeable. And then you have the 70s tail lights that kind of look like an old Chevy, or just any car from the 70s that has that kind of tail light pattern. But looks is another thing I like about it. That's the main thing I like about it, actually, besides the speed factor. And then also its crystal coat being so unique. Because with twin tone, normally every car in the game, you have a couple unique color schemes that you can put on them, but the Jefferson is one of those cars that doesn't have any. And that's what surprises me. So you have to use all your basic color schemes on it, like a red, green, blue, whatever color you want it to be. and only the back roof, like the back half of the roof, is customizable, as you can see with the black and red. But yeah, that's honestly probably the main reason that I have it in the second spot. The MZT really holds a close third, and that's just because I like the convertible aspect of it. Yeah, I mean, you can't put the roof back on. The roof stays off. But putting black and red on this car looks so good. Doing black and blue also looks good just because the interior is always blue, no matter what. But I do black and red just because of the tiny red line on the wheels, if you can see. And the sound and speed, again, those are what get me for the MZT. The speed is like a lightning bolt. Sound makes you truly feel like you're driving a sports car, maybe even a super, possibly a hyper car, depending on how you're feeling. But looks, sound, speed, those are what win me over with the MZT. I like those a lot, and it's just a really smooth drive. Maneuverability is really good. Like, somebody pulls out in front of you, you're able to quickly like whip it to the left and get around them. It's 0 to 100 is also pretty good, so in case you like get somewhere you don't want to be, so you just have to gun it, it's pretty good there. Which, I mean, you're probably already gunning it if you're driving the MCT. I know I always am. Again, you put pedal down to the metal and, you know, that thing goes. But yeah, that's really what puts the MZT down at number 3, and that's honestly my reasoning for my 3 cars in Cyberpunk. That's the reasoning. So thanks for tuning in again to this edition of the Cyberpunk Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Lucas Wright, and I'll see you all eventually.